lessons involved, contracts. Welcome back to Pisces TV with Dr. MB. This is your reading, Pisces, moon, sun, rising sign, okay? Or someone in your environment, keep that in mind. Sun, moon, Venus, or rising sign, right? I got out of my spiel. If there's a Pisces in your environment, and cross watchers are always welcomed. Keep in mind that tarot is entertainment. If it does not resonate with you, feel free to check out other videos or other aspects of your chart. As we get into your reading, I appreciate you guys spending time with me right now. For all of my returners, your continued support, and anyone new, thank you for joining us. There is a lot of information in the description box about me, my channel, how to contact me, the link to my Etsy store if you're interested in booking courses, products, or services, and our membership section. Our platform is on Patreon, so you can click that link. Join us on the other side. Here on YouTube, we have the member section, the store, and also the community board where a lot of essential information is. And I like to give away things. So there are a few contests, and if you'd like to find them, they're on the community board, or subscribe and receive the notifications as I do post sometimes throughout the day. As a reminder, one contest, I'm doing a free video readings for the subscribers to my new channel, and that link is in the description box. It's a vlog, so it's not like I have two tarot channels. If you're interested in tarot and then just want to have fun with me, that page is more for my personal life, and this page is more for you in tarot. And then I have also multiple personal readings. They're not face-to-face videos, so those winners will talk to me like face-to-face, FaceTime, Zoom. I have Instagram contest for, because I don't use it, and so I want, first of all, for you guys to come over there and party with me, and we can do things on Instagram. But as an incentive, I give out multiple free readings each month, and all you have to do is follow me online. So it's at iBuns. It's also in the intro if you forget, or just check, my about page or whatever. Won't go on for forever, but just respect to the newcomers and continued love for the returners. This reading is cute. I don't know why it felt deep. I don't even know if it's that deep, but it felt deep. And I can tell you off top, I have already decided to caption it, the end to a problem. I don't know what that problem is for you, but we're going to talk a little bit about it. Okay. I did this differently. When I started before I started the video and I shuffled out the cards to do the icebreaker, I always do those. And sometimes if they're overly detailed, we don't need a spread, right? So I shuffled out the outcome. I thought you would be able to see it, but it's sitting up over in the corner. So I shuffled out the outcome card and I looked at it. And so I was like, okay, cool. We've been talking a lot about that topic, but I didn't want to get stuck or biased on that topic. So I shuffled out past, present, and future. Why do I be so animated like we are doing a magical show or something? So let's go ahead and get started with your reading, Pisces. I think I'm just goofy and I like to have fun, and I want you to have fun and relax and sit back and enjoy. If you haven't already, just take some deep breaths. Be calm. The tone of my voice, the light on the table, whatever you find beautiful, the amethyst, the crystals, just let this be, if nothing more, relaxation and a resting place from, life, the internet. Y'all probably been on there surfing all day. So to start out the reading for the past, we have 3 cups here. Okay. Now, for some of you, because I don't know where you are in your life, it could have been a celebration. It could have been dating. It could have been groups of people, gossip, friendships, strengthening, or separating. Separations, okay, could talk about your spidey senses, your super consciousness, right? When I think of the 3 cups, it could talk about the holiday season for some of you guys, but it's coming up in the past. So it could have been more autumn. If this is like past life, You know, we got Mercury in Cancer, if that's in your natal chart, especially if it's South Node, Cancer, or anything like that. But the Three of Cups is like the Lord of Abundance. I do like that. Okay. Now, when I said it got deep, you guys could have had past life contracts where you were royalty. There was some sense of family or family affairs or even lovers. Others of you, I feel like you have something to get excited about. And then there's also this late night, you know, kind of clubbing and partying. So it's crazy that if this was a relationship for some of you guys, or is a relationship for some of you guys, because I did see the Knight of Wands, it talks about an adventure. It talks about short journeys or a journey in general that's filled with ups and downs or excitement or terror, right? And then being a little bit biased from reading so many cards and talking to so many of you, I thought Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, you know, was someone not ready to settle down in the past? Or were you separated from something, like on your path, you know, had to take a temporary detour, whatever, right? Past energy. Now, for some of you that may have been friend zoned, okay, that may come up. Not sure, but we'll see. And in the present situation, you got the Ace of Pentacles, okay? I love Pentacles, even though I do understand that sometimes they're lessons. Sometimes it represents like the maze of life. So then we're talking about guides and guides, your guide or guides, whatever. When the Death card came out, it was Spirit. Okay. So Spirit as your guide is cool. You could have been separated from Source. We all were when we were born into this life. So that's why I said for some of you, it could be deep, soul purpose, and spiritual. For others of you, it could just talk about something on your path that you may have been separated from or without. And others of you, it could talk about a coming together of something, a contract, a deed, land, property. But like I said, the maze and being guided through it was like the most like deepest, most significant. And I thought that was pretty cool. But, you know, with the Ace of Pentacles, all that I've said, it talks about an inheritance. It talks about new money, new careers, new business opportunities, everything's going to be new, right? New ambitions manifesting themselves into the physical. New opportunities and investments, a new start. Good health, abundance, wealth, prosperity, contentment. Favorable conditions, destiny, a new grounded love affair. So if we had a not so grounded one, here's a new grounded one. That was kind of cool. Pregnancy, you know, abundance. And, you know, for those of you feeling overly sexual, we are in a Scorpio moon right now. Okay. Now, 1 year or sooner could be a time frame. So that means 1 minute from now up into 1 year. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Taurus could be a gift giver. I like that, especially if they're a Taurus moon. Capricorn is about discipline, Virgo about work. This could definitely be more abundance related, or like I said, guidance related. For some of you, could be career related. This is a green light to go. If you were separated from a job, you will find a new one. You have the drive and the determination at this time to do that. Okay. Now, some of you could be getting into bank, getting something from the bank, or as a collective, could be another stimulus check coming out. I like collective, you know, messages. As far as your health, the Ace of Pentacles says that if you are sick, you'll get better. It indicates good health and renewed mental security and abundance. Okay. So I like that energy where you're grounded mentally, where things could have not been clicking right in the past. Okay. You could be very fertile. For some of you, this could even talk about hair growth. And that's really important, especially, you know, if you have any health conditions or just, you know, pull your hair out, getting it done too much, or fellas, you know, that hairline, your barber could eject it up. It also encourages us to drink fresh water daily and take your vitamins to boost this healthy thing. And it also talks about those of you know, this old school. Don't nobody really said don't nobody really said New Year's resolution to get healthier, but you could. I like it though. It's a healthier working environment, a healthier relationship, a healthier world. You could be moving to a place that has less of some toxicity, working at a place that has less toxicity. Your household, or even your brain, your energy, you could be less toxic. And I ain't trying to be funny, because I know they be watching the Scorpios do be toxic sometimes. Or where Scorpio could fall in your chart. Baby, Scorpio ain't no energy to play with. So as we come to the future, okay, and we have death, I try not to be biased with my real schizophrenic ass and be like, oh, why death got to be in the future? But that's something that we all overcome, the fear of the death card being frightening, because it's a major arcana. It is also a representative of spirit, passed on loved ones. It talks about a transformation, which is also significant to Pluto and Scorpio energy. And coincidentally, we did have a reading that very strongly talked about the Pynx and Pisces rising from the ashes, or just something being rebirthed or reborn. Now, earth energy, fertility, a celebration, a baby shower, giving birth, and then, like I said, I'll get to the outcome once we talk about the death card. But anyway, a transformation, rebirth, a change, all right? Soul travel. You are more than a body. So understanding your spirit, all right? It is Scorpio energy. Pluto and Mars as well, and they've been doing mystical, magical things all year, right? Now, it could talk about, because we're general with it, if this is, you know, a relationship or someone you may meet in the future, this personality could indicate someone who has many different and eclectic friends. All water signs, right? A little bit cold, but always interesting. Oh, odd. I'm just making up words. I need some glasses. A little bit odd, but always interesting. They have a spiritual side, and they may hide that from others. Okay? I did see what did I see? The Chariot, and something that honestly made me think that, like, not hiding who you are and actually staying committed to you. If if people have been gossiping about you and you question yourself, don't do that. Okay? It's somebody who's very good at keeping secrets. So, like, if you wanted to hide something, you could, but you don't have to. All right? This also talks about secret societies, occultists, those of you that could be a part of fraternities and, just secret organizations. I don't care. This is a trusted friend, okay? Because if you tell them something, they're not gonna gossip. So where you dealt with gossip and, shame and hiding, you know what I'm saying? This is a better friend, a better lover, okay? For some of you, it could have been an ending to third-party relationships, which is a beautiful thing, because you may have ended a relationship with someone that meant a lot to you, but you began new relationships with less separation, less third-party situations, especially if you feel you were under a curse or a love spell. Okay? The thing with the death card also says to know when to back away and when not. So as we are in this Scorpio moon, and I'm doing this bonus, like, non-scripted reading, it could talk about backing away from obsessions, whatever you're obsessed about. And for some of you, it could be sexuality. For others of you, it could be money, and so many things. Some people are, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. If it's partying, if it's toxic situations, this Scorpio moon could just bring about those obsessions. So be mindful if you start thinking about somebody that you weren't thinking about, or if they start thinking about you. Okay? Some of you that feel like it's over, and this is crazy thing to say right after I just said what I said, right? But some of you that feel like it's over, the outcome card we have was the vow. So I thought that was cool. I figured that, and I can't get rid of this movie. I don't really watch a lot of Tyler Perry movies, but I remember when what's her name? The eyebrow lady. I love her from Baby Boy. Taraji and was it Morris Chestnut? I don't know. I'm probably mixing it all the way up. Janet Jackson. I don't know, but it was a movie about, you know, what's his name? I'm bad with this. T.D. Jakes. Shout out to my Dallas Texian, right? He was in the movie and he talked about as long as like spirit is intertwined. Well, he said God or Jesus or somebody child, but as long as spirit is intertwined in a union, like the cord could never be broken. So if this is like my two love bugs and spirit coming into this marriage or this union, it could talk about a vow. For others of you, this is a commitment that was predated to this incarnation. Maybe an agreement with you and source, you know, an agreement with you and another person, a contract, moving into a new house, a commitment you made to yourself to never quit and be better. But still, it's that Phoenix energy and the vow. And I'm going to read the vow, but I also wanted to go over the cards. Now, it's crazy that the death card as a profession talks also about a sexual therapist, a debt collector, or an OBGYN. So as we talk about fertility and babies, sexuality and karma, they all kind of fit. You don't have to make it. If you don't have a karmic toxic life, then take the spiritual path. Okay, and if you've coming out of a hard time, then take the karmic debt being paid path. You know, whatever. If it's relationships for you, take that. But just, that's why I'm really general when it's general. I didn't ask source to make it fit, so I ain't gonna make it fit for you. Now, I have here my book. This seat's so loud. Like somebody granted, like, okay, now come on over here, baby. Let's read this story. The vow says the promise, the oath, the contract. So when I said fraternities, you could be signing a record deal. That's an agreement. It could be some street stuff, you know. Death before dishonor was a tattoo I wanted. Okay, until somebody from the hood got it and then spelled it wrong. I was like, bro, I'm so glad I didn't get that matching tattoo with you. But the oath, the contract, the promise could be so many things. It could be a union. Like I said, it could be a material item. It could be an agreement made between you and yourself. But look at the rings, look at the hearts, look at the diamonds, look at the circles. Okay, the two cups, which is the subconscious and the conscious for me. And the third cup would be the mother maiden, the crown. This is the crown energy. The phoenix is the crown energy. This is crown energy. It could also be like remembering who you are, because like as I look at them with the triquetra, and I think about Mayan astrology, the vulture is wisdom, is the crown, and the color is yellow. The vulture is also associated with the phoenix. So if you don't know your mind sign, we could do a reading or something. But I said it was kind of deep. But it says, when the vow is spoken, the air shifts, karmic ties are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power. There is a reason the great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as a mark of union. And I don't mean to laugh, but I'm like, damn, I took an oath for law school, for so many, sororities and colleges. So just go back to some of the agreements that you've made with yourself or organizations, and it could help pinpoint some of this energy for you. But it says the tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness. The law of nature responds. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten. So breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by consciously or unconsciously. So see, I talked about those two cups, and either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. So there is a signification, if that's the word I'm looking for, because y'all know I make up words. There is something about closure for some of you guys, or either recommitting. So this is so dope. That's why I think, don't y'all just love Pisces TV? Because everybody, and I say everybody because I'm a YouTuber that watches YouTube, and I look at many different signs because I like to look at all aspects of my chart, and I think about adding that, into Pisces TV. Leave me comments if you guys are interested in that and us doing readings, but y'all spoiled. I don't think you would be. Anyway, across the board for a handful of signs, I wouldn't say all of them, especially not Scorpio or Sagittarius, but for a handful of signs, almost half, marriage, rings, commitment, better love lives, or improved finances is coming up. And whether they're blaming it on the portal at the end of the month or some climate shift, I see it. So just imagine if it's not marriage for you, because it happens in our lives, in different areas. Even though we're a collective, you could be a first, second, or third deacon Pisces, and things affect you differently, more intensely or less likely, blah, blah, blah. So if it's not marriage for you, this could be so much deeper, so cool. But you've been underestimating the power of your promises. All right. Now, this could be you. This could be somebody in your environment, which is like what I was getting to. Why marriage and rings and stuff has been so talked about, especially on my channel, but I've seen it in other places and for different signs. It's crazy. Okay. So think of the last promise you made. Was it to yourself or another? Has it been upheld or broken? Anytime the energy of the vow is present, we are in the archetypal realm of ceremony and ritual. That means time stands still and everything is possible. Now, what I like about this, because I don't like you trying to fit this in your life, especially for Cujo, who ain't finna propose. What I do like is that if you've made a commitment not to go back, if you made a commitment to be better, or if you made a commitment that I'm going to love you forever no matter what, or I'm going to, if, like I said, for my guys, my urban society, my street folks, that be like death before dishonor, and then everybody popping up shot on my Instagram channel, it's like that's a commitment, brother, and some people do live to change their words, and other people, die by the sword, not trying to bring that into what beautiful reading we're having, but that's what I want you to do. When it says that it may not resonate with all of you, take from it what does and don't try to fit it. So that's why some people say, you just be babbling, or tell me what it is. You have to get a personal reading. I'm pretty accurate, but when it comes to the general collective, I'm not putting marriage on everybody. I'm not putting commitments and vows on everybody. I'm very general, and I like to just do that for you, because a vow, I read the books. First of all, it's not me being I know everything. If the book talks about ceremony, for me, that also talks about your habits and your rituals. You know how people do ceremonies once a month, they meet up and do something, or twice a week, or it's a ritual for people who work in corporate America to get paid every week, every 2 weeks, bi-monthly. That's a ritual. That is a ceremony when you go get your check, or when you clock in. It's something that is done for a reason, at a certain time, at a certain date, you know what I'm saying, with just you or a group of people. If you have an altar, if you light candles before you get in the tub, that's a habit, that's a ritual. So habits, oh shit, I didn't even talk about this, did I? Damn it. Oh, good, we're not done. Okay. So habits are things that we do, think, say a lot, all the time, and especially like you get up and do this shit every day, right? Or you always go through this, or it's all, there you have it. I won't bore you with philosophy. Now, when I said it's the end to a problem, I loved that divine timing, the stars aligning, investments, all right, the seeds that you've sown, reaping what you sow, the vow, reaping what you sow, the Queen of Pentacles, This is her energy. And I think it could be finances for some, business for some, especially, home-based businesses where I forgot what deck it was, but they're so beautiful. If you know the pictures from seeing them online where the little girl is sitting at the desk with all the moons going around, and it's the 8 of Pentacles. Let me see, 3, 6, 9. Okay, that's 9 moons, but that's cool. The 8 of Pentacles talks about working with the moon cycles. So for my herbologists or candle makers or homemakers, even if you're just a stay-at-home mom and sell Mary Kay or something like that, it could be committed. Don't give up, because I know sales jobs or entrepreneurship jobs or even marriages, some things require work. Dealing with people, if you're in an organization or a group, that requires work. So sometimes it has to be something deeper than just I'm doing this to get paid, or I'm doing this because it has to be like deeper meaning behind it. But anyway, I also saw this as, in separation, time apart. I saw the Mother of Pentacles as the feminine energy in a marriage or an agreement. And then I saw the end of conflict or a problem, the end of a low vibration, cords being clipped, a lesson being learned. And I keep thinking like a break in love spells, where this shit might actually work this time. Financial issues, because now we do have 8 Pentacles, and they could talk 9 Pentacles. So it talks about freedom and being released. So if somebody was karmically with somebody, or you was karmically with somebody, and it just seems like no other relationship worked, and that one probably didn't either, whatever, this is kind of cute. And I didn't even think about that till now that this is 9 Pentacles. So it talks about freedom and a release. So some debt being paid. All right, that's real shit, because that's an agreement I made to go to school. And man, that debt, you'll be owing that shit next lifetime too. So maybe, if nothing more, we've all just collectively saw an announcement that they're going to do something with the student loan debt in the U.S. Yes. Okay. So that is what I got. I do hope you guys enjoyed. But like I said, the end to a problem, to a conflict, a connection. But them cords, you got to learn that lesson to cut that cord. I always tell you guys that seeds that were implanted, even like I said, your habits, so your parents, generational curses, it was really deep. And I didn't want to shortcut it with, you could get married, girl. Boy, you're going to meet the ideal mate. She might be a Scorpio, but watch her. It's 3 cups. Nah, it was bigger than that. Until next time, Pisces, namaste.